Uttarakhand has become the first in India to implement the Uniform Civil Code. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami announced the same and has also said that the UCC will bring uniformity in society and ensure equal rights and responsibilities for all citizens.
आज एक बहुत ऐतिहासिक दिन है क्योंकि आज हम समाज में समानता स्थापित करने से उद्देश्य से बनाई गई समान नागरिक संहिता को देवभूमि उत्तराखंड में लागू करने जा रहे हैं.
But let's explain to you exactly what is the Uniform Civil Code. UCC refers to a common set of laws that govern personal matters of all citizens, importantly irrespective of their religion or their beliefs. It deals with aspects like marriage, like divorce, inheritance, succession, adoption, and several other such personal issues. Now, the objective of bringing in something like a UCC is to have a secular law that overrides religious ones and regulate aspects for different communities. Essentially, UCC ensures that every citizen of India is subject to the same legal framework, promoting equality before the law. So then, if it's all about equality, why is the UCC so controversial? Well, the Uniform Civil Code pitches group rights against individual rights. While it can be viewed as giving individuals the right to demand equal treatment, that the law is the same for all, one also, and this is where there is in fact criticism, some say that it's an incursion into basic fundamental rights of one group or a community. For example, one of the most controversial features of Uttarakhand's Uniform Civil Code is the rules for live-in relationships. The new law mandates that all live-in relationships must be registered, must be declared before the authorities. So critics are calling this an attempt to regulate live-in relationships, an attempt to go ahead and moral police them, and that this is government overreach and interference in personal lives. The law proposes jail or fines for anyone failing to inform the authorities within a month of entering a live-in relationship. Let's break down for you the current personal laws in India. The three major personal law codes in effect in India are, first, Hindu personal laws. But remember that Hindu personal laws are already governed or already regulated by various acts like the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955, the Hindu Succession Act of 1956 and several others. Now then, there's the Muslim personal laws, which are based on their own religious laws, and Sharia, which covers marriage, succession, inheritance, and several other aspects. So far, important to note here, Muslim laws aren't regulated, aren't governed by any Indian law. Now, the Christian personal laws are also regulated by laws. It's regulated by the Indian Christian Marriage Act of 1872, the Indian Succession Act of 1925, covering all civil matters of native Christians across denominations. So, is UCC a part of the Indian Constitution? Yes, very much so. The UCC, the Uniform Civil Code, is mentioned in Part 4 of the Constitution, which says the state shall, and I'm quoting from here, the state shall endeavour to secure for citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India. But there's also a fight here between states and centre. Personal laws in India are part of the concurrent list of the Constitution. What does that mean? Essentially, both the centre and states can make laws on this subject. And in case of conflict, those made by the Union will apply. At the same time, many of the relevant jurisdictional subjects, property, land, marriage, registration, which UCC covers, are part of the state list. Hence, it is possible for the implementation of a UCC law passed by the centre to be scuttled by states, which is where the Modi government faces a challenge. But they're pushing hard. Why? Because a Uniform Civil Code is one of the three core promises of the BJP and the only one essentially that remains unfulfilled. They refer to it in their manifesto too. In the last two Lok Sabha elections, the BJP fulfilled two of its core ideological promises, the construction of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, the withdrawal of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir. So only this one is pending.
आजकल हम देख रहे हैं कि यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड के नाम पर ऐसे लोगों को भड़काने का काम हो रहा है. दोहरी व्यवस्था से देश कैसे चल पाएगा? हमें याद रखना है कि भारत के संविधान में भी नागरिकों के समान अधिकार की बात कही गई है.
Western countries such as the United States, France, many others already have the Uniform Civil Code in place, while countries such as India, Malaysia and Israel still follow community-specific models of personal law. You're also seeing a lot of politics over this. While the Modi government is pushing for UCC, the opposition has said that the Uniform Civil Code is an attack on India's diversity and pluralism.